The lies. The lies. There you go. This bitch. The lies. The
Domestic violence is not the same as harassment and communication. That's a phone charge.
Like, your children gonna have to see this stuff. The internet never goes away.
Martell, right now, he needs an intervention.
I'm getting arrested for a text message I sent Melody over a year ago, you know?
Domestic violence is not the same as harassment and communication. That's a
Hey, what's up, my truth seekers? What's up, guys? Welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Let me see if I can get this glitch out because I see that I have a glitch. I had said that I was not coming on until tomorrow, but my God, like I could have went ahead and put exclusive, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not that type of person. So let me see if I can get this glitch out because for some reason I see that my screen is jumping. Yes, indeed. Guys, good morning. Grand rising. Welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. I see that my mods is in the house. Yes, country girl Queena. She say happy. Good morning. Happy Friday, Lady D and chat. How are you doing, country girl and my girl Starbucks lover? Saying welcome to Real Talk with Lady D. Hit the like button as you make your way out, please, guys. And also I see In My Opinion is in the house. Yes, indeed, with hearts of love. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Guys, look, I got some stuff. I want to go ahead and talk about. And this right here, like I said, I'm going to say all this right here is for entertainment purpose only. And I will say allegedly until this comes out, okay? But my God, I was up all last night, man. I got some juicy stuff. And one thing about me, like I said there and say, I'm not quick like these other YouTubers, which we're going to talk about these other YouTubers, man. Channels are coming down. Like I say, it's a surge, okay? So in order for all this to manifest to come out, they're going to do a good cleaning. I mean, a good sweeping. So those YouTube channels that you guys saw, man, they are going down, okay? And trust me, it's legal stuff that is happening right now. That's why when I open up my channel from now on, guys, if I allow you to come on, that is your opinion. You cannot come on my platform unless you sit there and you say a legend. If you don't say a legend, you are out. Okay. Now, logical, we've been gelling and we've been, talking and combing through a lot of stuff for years, so, ain't no problems. But when you come on my channel, make sure that is your opinion. Guys, I was up all last night with this. I wanted to come on last night. But just like, the Most High God say, be anxious for nothing. Okay. Now I understand why all this stuff is taking place, how you got all these content creators. It look like they're on a smear campaign when it comes to Martell Holtz. But you never play when you play, you never win. When you play dirty, that's Nene Leaks. You never win when you play dirty. And my girl Starbucks say everything said is alleged. Absolutely. And for fair use, which let's go in and get that out the way. We got to go in and get that out the way. Yes, indeed, guys. I mean, oh my God. I could have came on. They told me to put exclusive. But I say, no, I'm not going to do exclusive because, I'm not a clout chaser. This is my ministry. I'm not that type of person. Okay. But let me go ahead and say this right here before I get into everything. We're going to do the copyright disclaimer is under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting. So don't get mad with the messenger. Don't get mad with the messenger. And don't go around trying to strike people channel because it's not going to work. The last night they went ahead and strike the channel, but that's all right. I went ahead and appeared, and most likely YouTube gonna go ahead and monetize it. But if you're gonna come on my panel, guys, make sure all that is in your opinion and alleged, okay? So let's go ahead and continue. Teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So again, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Mods, let me know how many people that I have in the house, because if you sitting there, you was giving people viewers and sitting there raising a channel up with all that trash. Trust me, you could do the same when it comes to this right here. Because one thing about me, honey, if they air it out, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna tell it, but I'm gonna make sure that I tell it the right way. I'm a very, very loyal person, very loyal person. I'm not gonna do like some of these content creators befriend someone and then turn on them. Like I said there and say, that's not me. When you tell me something, I'm gonna say what you tell me to say. I'm not that type of person. I'm not into that mess. YouTube is not my only income. Okay, I'm retired. I'm living off the fruit of my labor, and I ain't got time to go to no court for no lawsuits and all this other stuff. Okay, I ain't got time for that. But I told you guys, I had named two. I saw it in the spirit. I had saw it in the spirit. Two people that was the head of this smear campaign. And logical and the ones that was watching me, they know I had called out them too. Last night it was confirmed these people, and like I said, I'm gonna try not to get too emotional. These people are allegedly Miss Buddy's sorority sisters. We're going to talk about all that. Okay. Now, don't get mad with the messenger. Like I said, this is my opinion, and all this right is alleged and for entertainment purpose only. Okay. So let me go ahead and put in my Cash App, Real Talk 95, because this is some work. I mean, last night I was exhausted. So like I said, if you coming in and I'm giving you a voice, and, you commenting and you like what you seen, make sure you go ahead and hit that Cash App. It's not going to hurt to hit that Cash App, Real Talk 985, or better yet, make sure you hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content, because this right here, this is good. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. Facts over feelings and truth over power. So guys, we're going to go ahead and get into this right here. I see Grandma Moochie. She said, oh, yes, indeed. The roof. That's what I need to play. I need to play this right here, man. Oh my God, I need to play this. Let me play this intro so I can do my mic check, and make sure you give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me real, real good. Okay. So give me the oh my God, the roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let it run. let me go ahead and put this because we want to talk about baby Knox. We want to talk about baby Knox. And like I said, all this right here, I'm going to say alleged until it come out. But as Martell said, let's see what Martell has said. Now, this is not alleged. I need to clean this up right here, okay? Get some of these thumbnails, some of that stuff. Let's see what Martell had once said. Let's see what Martell once said. This is what Martell once said. Let me see if y'all can see it real good. Well, Martell said, fire me. He told Carlos King, fire me. If you're going to sit there and you're going to, get me on this show, I'm not going to fake it. I'm not going to be acting because these people, they take this serious. They take this serious. So you fire me. If I can't tell my reality, I can't tell my story. I'm not going to hide who I'm with, But now I see why they was making videos after videos after videos trying to sit there and discredit him and bringing up old fake documents. I won't even talk about the fake documents. Martell is not going to put any information out that's going to glorify Miss Mel. Martell, you guys want to act like he's crazy, he's stupid. Why would Martell put documents out that's going to glorify only Melody? Why would you put something that's going to incriminate him? Come on, guys, critical thinkers. Only critical thinkers in here. Like I said, if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. This is not for everybody. If you want your ears to be tickled, then you go somewhere where your ears going to be tickled, okay? And this the question I had asked. Let me see what Starbucks saying. She said, and one must pay if absolutely, and one must pay if they are going to sit on your panel for hours. I have seen other content creators charge panelists. Yes. Ain't nothing free. Even air is not free, I enjoy, having, my little group coming together and we chopping it up. I understand that, but now it's getting serious. People are getting sued. Those YouTubers that came out of nowhere, they were plants. Like I told you guys, when I tell you something, you can take it to the bank. They were plants. They was plants because they know that this story is about to come out. So I had asked the question last night. I say, well, why, the super teaser, why they didn't show that? Why they didn't show, that, Martell, he's going to bring his son. Yes, let's go ahead and show that. And like he told Carlos King, if you can't tell my reality, then you go ahead and fire me. And I also know who is the woman. Who was the woman that went ahead and bailed Martell out? Wow. Let me stop talking like that, guys. Let me stop talking like that. But I mean, this right here, this is a lot, man. I got so many text messages till it is no tomorrow. No tomorrow, guys. Yeah, they didn't strike it, but because you can't strike nobody channel, But I'm just sitting there saying what they did was they must have reported it because it's demonetized. Because I did have commercials on it, but ain't nobody mad but the devil. Because like I said, they say I'm gonna come on with or without. This is something I enjoy to do. I don't come on to just tear down. If I'm gonna tear down, I'm going to lift back up. I come on to have fun. It's not my income. Now, yes, I do want to get paid. I want to get paid because I want to make sure, when I come in and I have a professional setting, the lighting, the cameras, nothing jumping, everything looks good and clean and crispy. So yes, make sure you go ahead and help a sister out. Yeah, look at my girl Nico. Yeah, $10. Yes, indeed. She said, good morning, Lady D. Thank you for all the times I have been on your panel guest. All my views when expressed on this channel do not necessarily reflect the viewers of our hosts. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That exactly what I am talking about. Thank you, Nico, for that $10. Yes, super chat. Yes, indeed. So, guys, look, with all that being said, let's go in. And like I said, all this right here, let me make sure because I'm going to say All this content right here is for entertainment purpose only, guys. Get out of your feelings and don't get mad with the messenger. Copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Again, 1976 announcements made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. So let's go ahead and we're going to talk about Baby Knox. Just look at Baby Knox. Very beautiful, handsome child. Very beautiful, handsome child. That's why, this child is going to be rich. This child, and like I say, they're going to do good by it. They're going to take his money, and this guy gonna have his college tuition paid out in full, and they are leaving legacy. People ain't got time to exploit kids, and we're going to talk about all this. We thought that, the reason why and all this stuff is alleged that Miss Buddy, she the kids was off the show, because of something Martell did. No, it's not because of what Martell did. It's what, like I said, all this right here alleged. I'm gonna make sure that I say it right, because before all this stuff that you seeing right now take place, channels got to come down. These channels are about to come down. They are about to do a clean sweep. So all these ones that sitting there coming out all aggressive and know all this information, you are coming down. It's already in the legal documents. Okay, you are coming down. You guys was bullies. You guys was stalkers. You guys took your platforms and you allow your platforms to be evil spoken of. Okay, evil spoken of. And one thing, when I heard how they was calling Ariane's child a bastard child, they was calling him, as like he had some type of disability. You know how they likes to sit there and go in the gutter, you know how they like to go in the gutter. Yeah, but like I said, the first is going to be last and the last is going to be first. And I know good and well it's just going to hurt you guys, but you never win when you play dirty. Never win when you play dirty. And now this child going to have an opportunity to be on the big screens. And I said, well, why they didn't show it in the super teaser? Oh, they going to show it. It's just that they got to calm down some of these melanuts. They got to calm down some of these melanuts because, they're not ready. Give it to them. They say it's a super teaser. A super teaser. And the sad thing about it is that when Little Knox can come on, the other children going to be cut off the cameras because of Miss Buddy. And it's not because of Martell. But what happened was, it was said, and all this right here is alleged, it's the buck stopped when Mariah, they say the oldest child, the birthday party, when she had invited her father to come to the birthday party. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was the skating rink. And they said that once Martell came on the scene, which they all agreed, and like I say, all this right here, let me make sure I go ahead and put it out. Let me make sure that I put it out. Put alleged, okay? It's going to come out. This information was going to come out, okay? But let me go ahead and put alleged because I'm protecting myself and I'm protecting my my channel, okay? So they were going to they all agreed, yes, to have Martell to come in, because Martell would have never came in, because him and Melody was going through this nasty custody battle. But it was said that the oldest child wanted her dad and invited him personally through text message to come on. And once Miss Buddy saw Martell came in, then she wanted to exploit. She wanted to make it all about herself. And once all that, that information, all this footage, like I say, we're not the only ones that's watching all this stuff. The courts appointed people to watch this as well, okay? and they see how these kids was being exploited just for a storyline. Just for a storyline. I see Nicole say, I hope you YouTubers does a clean sweep. Anything that was expressed came from legal paperwork. I absolutely, that was post public, which we're going to talk about that from other content creators. Lady D never illegally obtained any legal paperwork. Absolutely. And that's why I'm not even going to post that. Now, I could talk about it. I can talk about it. And the reason why I can talk about it is because it's already out there on the internet. They already gonna put it out. So they're going to find out who were the ones that had leaked that information, which it was said on this blogger's channel that Martell leaked it. And they say that was not true. They say that was not true. Why would, let me make sure I get everything right, okay? Let me make sure that I get everything right. These are the text messages that I had got. They say, why would Martell even leak in any information that's going to go against him? Which absolutely true. Absolutely true. Who are the ones that's leaking all this stuff? And the only ones that leaking all this stuff is the ones that's getting fed this information to these small bloggers. They trying to protect themselves. Now they trying to clean up their image, wants to come in and talk about other reality shows and come in all proper and clean, but they are the masterminders. These people had some kind of little group, private group that they had together, and they all had got their information from the highest up, okay? And like I said, you never win when you play dirty. These melanuts that came out of nowhere, channels growing, really fast, but that's what they was doing. Okay, we need you to say all this stuff right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to send you some traffic your way. And they bid off of that. They bit off of that. But let me see if I can read some of the stuff. I promise you I would never be like, this is what I told them. This is what I told the person that was giving me this information, and they are a reliable source. I said, I promise you I would never be like the other bloggers that get information and then turn on you. I would never do it. I would never. Someone text messaged me now, just like with Nicole. When Nicole came, when that was, and texted me some of the information, I was not going to say, who my resource is, because I don't work like that. But since she came out and she said she said who she was, but this is what I told the other person that sent me this information. I say, I'm a very loyal person, which I am a loyal person. I'm too old to sit there and go and try to sit there and say, people, come on in. And I got some tea. I got some exclusive, I'm not like that. I'm not like that, because I know when it comes to my people love drama. My people would rather sit there and sit on a soapbox and watch these reality shows, I'm going to stay on my, I'm going to continue saying that. When it comes to these reality shows is a distraction. We would rather sit on this soapbox and watch all this drama than go outside and touch grass. After I'm done, I'm going walking, okay? But I told him, I'm a very loyal person. And besides, this is not my life, okay? So all this stuff right here did not come from Martell, it was said, which makes sense. We would Martell leak. And so also they had came out and they said that Martell, he did not leak those documents. He gave whatever he needed to give, and the documents that he gave, trust me, all was legit. And I'm gonna say allegedly, but all the stuff that you guys are reading, because I knew something was funny. When it was sent to me, that video, I was saying, why the legal documents, why is it doesn't have a letterhead. I'm talking about one that, they were saying from the other blogger to the other blogger. I say, and then they had the YouTubers name, the scream name. Why didn't put, her government name? I say a lot of that stuff to me, it didn't make no sense. They say no, because these people are all in cahoots together, and all this right here is alleged for entertainment purpose only, because like I said, you can go and you drive your story and drive that narrative any type of way, the way that you want to drive it. But like I say, you never win, you play dirty. You never win when you play dirty. What goes around come around. And do you think that people going to sit there and not wake up? People going to start thinking, why Martell went ahead and put out documents, which those was not even signed and sealed by the judge. That's what Melody's attorney, that was his petition. But I say, why would Martell give someone about, beating his kids and, putting soap and, and all this other stuff? And then I saw a video. I asked about that video because I saw a video that was on one of the content creators when it was showing Martell was talking about, whipping the kids, and the two kids was crying and no daddy, blah, 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 which, he put it on tape. But the way that they had that video out, where we think that just Martell was in that car, they didn't show Melody was sitting in the passenger seat. Wow. They did not show Melody sitting in the passenger seat, but they made it all about as Martell was in that car or the truck, wherever they was, threatened to abuse his kids. How low can you go, guys? Like I said, you never win when you play dirty. But you guys gonna be butthurt. You guys gonna be butthurt when you see Little Knox is going to be on that show. All that filming that you guys saw, even with Destiny, when you saw them all together at Martell's birthday, that's going to be aired as well. So yes, you will see Ariane Curry. Just like Melody said, when they go low, she take it to hell. And one thing I say it all the time, the devil does not play fair. Melody, she used this as a come up. And I'm going to sell ledge, and for entertainment purpose only. Nobody can get mad but the devil. This is my opinion, according to a reality show, for entertainment purposes only. Melody knew all this stuff was going to take place, and she put her personal business out on display for the world to go ahead and pull it apart. And do you think that you was going to continue to sit there and run with this narrative, beating people down, in order for you to sit there and you bank off it without someone coming forth and say, no, you're not going to keep using me and my likeness. No way, you're not going to continue doing this. And just like Martell told Carlos King, and this is not alleged, you're going to tell my reality or fire me. Martell got doors opening for him because everybody wants that story. And one thing about Carlos King, he's not going to sit there and drop the ball on this. Because if he don't want it, somebody else. Look how the doors was open for Real Housewives of Atlanta. These people making it happen. These people are filming. These people did not have time to entertain. These people do not have time to entertain all the drama that is going on social media, because they was about their money, showing their content. If Martell was the one that put Melody on the screen, Martell paid the way. Melody didn't open those doors. Martell went out there and he made it happen to put Melody on a reality show. So if he put Melody on the reality show, what makes you think that he cannot put nobody else? The door does not close just because now Melody is in. And I talked about this. I talked about this all the time. I say, be careful how you put your mouth on people because what goes around come around. And when it come around to you, you might not be able to handle it. And all those melanots that was going around smearing Martell, they were smearing Martell because they know this right here, this day when his entire reality manifest come forth, they was doing everything that they can to sit there and stop this man because of who he chose. Like I said, when you cheat or whatever you guys want to call it, which I don't call it cheating, not when you're in a relationship for 2 years. That's a sister wife. But when you sitting there, you trying to play evil with evil, nothing good is going to come out that, especially when you start messing with children. And now you have no one to blame. You have no one to blame but yourself. Because the reason why Martell's other kids is not on that show because they was being exploited. It was being exploited. And what I heard, and I will say allegedly, it's not because of Martell. It's because of what Miss Buddy had did. And I'm going to say allegedly, and all this right here is for entertainment purpose only, which this is a sad day because I truly believe that all of them should have been filming. But what Melody did, and I'm going to say allegedly, I'm not even going to say her name, but what was said is that the last straw was when the child wanted her dad at the birthday party. And Melody sat there and she made it all about herself, which was upset myself when I saw that scene because I was saying, why Melody just don't let Martell just stay and let him enjoy his daughter birthday party. And then, afterwards they can sit there and discuss, don't you do that no more, unless I invite you. But no, she wanted to be on camera. So who do you think have the best interests when it comes to those kids? And that petition that you guys running with, we already know the end results. The judge went ahead and favored Martell when it came to his children. Favored Martell because if Martell did half of the stuff that you guys are running with this false narrative, first of all, he would have never been around nobody kids. Martell go to his kids' events. He goes to their kids' lunch, eat lunch with the kids, and he's very active with these kids' activities in school. And you guys sitting there on YouTube just for monetization painted this man as a monster. And I have a lot of text messages. Like I said, when I want something, I don't have to sit there and go and stalk a person or bully a person or make up something. All I do is I ask my Heavenly Father, put it in my lap. And my ancestors going to go right to the sources and give me that information. I didn't ask for that information, guys. I didn't ask for that information because I come on and I do what I got to do, and I'm good. I'm good. But I got a lot of text messages that I want to go ahead and present. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about it. Okay? So I see Butterflies in house. How are you doing, Butterfly, guys? Make sure you go and check out Butterfly channel. She said, yes, that pissed me off. Then she gonna take that phone call and play it on national TV, exploiting her own daughter to attack Melody. Yeah, yeah. And also she could have clarified when he had this clip going around about, Martell was talking about, just playing, about, whipping the kids. She could have said I was sitting in the passenger seat and notice the bloggers. They didn't even talk about that. They edit anything that had anything to do with Melody in that car, but they had Martell like he was in the car doing it himself. You're right. Absolutely. I'm reading from down up, guys. Starbucks says everyone said alleged and for entertainment purpose only. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Nicole Gibbons said exactly butterfly, but everyone isn't as slow as the other camp thought we were. Absolutely, and that's what they thought. That's exactly what they thought. They looked at Ariane. Ariane said she is not slow at all. Ariane got an education. She got a college degree in biology. She is not dumb at all, okay? And they thought that these people were slow, but the slow people was you guys, because now you guys are about to lose your channels. You guys are about to lose your channels and be sued. More lawsuits, they say, is coming forth. More lawsuits is coming forth. Okay? Nicole said, I can't wait to see the show. I hope everyone get an equal right to express their reality on their reality. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because they have taken this reality show and they have made it so personal. I mean, they made this reality show so personal. I mean, they got so involved, but it was not because they took it personal. It was the ones that was working behind the scene. And all this right here is allegedly, but they say all this stuff came about because of Miss Buddy, her sorority sisters. That's what it was saying is behind this smear campaign. Now it's starting to make sense. It's all starting to make sense. Woke to the bamboos to say you can pay for all the education. And like I said, they say, you see, people say, like I said, I'm not even going to entertain all that. I'm not going to entertain all that. But like I said, you can't go around just because you are a fan to someone and then you try to tear somebody else down. You can't do that, because then God might have a change of mind and say, this person right here, is handling things on their own. They're not letting go and letting me take control. So the Most High God might have a turnaround. And that's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. Because what it was said that Destiny and Martell's son will be out there playing, okay? And while they out there playing, Martell other kids will be cut off the scene, okay? Bertha Raymond said, hello, hey, Bertha, how are you doing? Yes, indeed. Welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, my miles. Yes, indeed. Thank you for coming in. Like I say, ain't nobody mad but the devil. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. You can never win when you play dirty. Never win when you play dirty. So like I said, I have tons and tons and tons of information. Hold on. I'm just testing, see how many people I got. Okay, I got 19 people hit that like button. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, guys, because I have tons and tons of text messages. And I promise you, I'm not going to sit there and be like these YouTubers getting information and then want to turn it against people. No. I could have put exclusive if I want to, but I'm not going to do that because that's not me, okay? But yes, Lil Knox going to make it on the big screen. He's modeling, show some of the clothing line, his own clothing line. Okay, you guys, you're gonna be for a wide awakening. I promise you, because you guys said there, like I say, this is what I said. This is what I told. I say, want me to tell you something? You don't sit there and get upset. Start rejoicing. This is what I told him. I say, start rejoicing, because your enemies are your biggest advertisers. Your enemies going to push you into your next destination. And as you can see, the enemies push Martell and Ariane and their son into this right here. You need your enemies. Your enemies are your motivators. Your enemies going to be the first ones to watch. They're going to beat you there. They're going to beat the fans there. So let them talk. Because the more talk that they do, the higher you're going to soar like an eagle. The higher you're going to soar like an eagle. So let them talk. Let them talk, because I already told you guys, the first is going to be last and the last is going to be first, because you never went plain dirty. And when it comes to Miss Buddy knew that her life was toxic. She knew that she had so many problems in her marriage. She knew that they was in and out, in and out. She knew that Ariane was with Martell, and just like Martell even said on Tasha K. So he even said it. So I know that's true. He said, "No, I." He said, "F that crap. My child came from love." He said, "My child. I wasn't, with my wife, even though they was legally married, So that's still technically, you did what you did." But he said, "No, me and Ariane was together when Ariane got pregnant." And he even said that on Call is King. Not Call is King, on Tasha K platform. But Melody kept going back and back and back. And the only reason why she went back, and everything is alleged, is because she wanted to put this on a reality show and make it explode and blow up in their face. Because, when it comes to a cheater, nobody respects a cheater. Nobody wants to hear anything when it comes to a cheater. So she thought everything was going to favor her. And all this right here is alleged. And Miss Buddy had her sorority sisters to help her build this up, and had us to bite off of this lie. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. Butterfly said, Nicole Gibbons, that's what I find is disgusting. If this alleged abuse happened, why are the children trauma being exploited for clicks and views? They probably is being violated. Absolutely. And they are coming down. Trust me, it's legal documents is in the works right now. In the works right now. And they're going to submit all that to YouTube. And YouTube is going to take their channels down, because nowhere in the world that information should have been leaked for entertainment, just for clicks and likes. So tell me right now, guys, who are the slow ones? Who are the slow ones? Like I say, favor ain't fair, guys. Favor is not fair. Bertha say, while I'm smiling at the thought of Little Knox strutting down a runway and wearing his own clothing line. Absolutely. All that is in the works. All that is in the works. They talked about that child so bad. Talked about that child so bad. Now what the Most High God is doing, he's lifting that child up. And I thank you. Thank you, Martell. I thank you, Martell, because even though you had made a mistake, but you wasn't out, because God sat there and say, look, when you sat there and you apologize and you repent, God said, I'm going to make it right. I'm going to make it right. So now Martell is able to give his children a future. His child going to be set for life, because just like he negotiated, and I'm going to say alleged, all this is alleged. You either tell my reality, which he did say that, or you go ahead and fire me. And one thing about Call is King, he is all about money. All about money. And he probably said that and say, I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to let it go. I'm going to give you what you want. I want to give you what you want. And the sad thing about it, when everything. I talked about this just about on all of my videos. You can build a house, you can furnish your house, but that does not mean that you're going to live in that house. God would have somebody else to rest in that house. Everything that you built, when you allow it to be evil spoken of, when you allow what you built to be evil spoken of, everything that you touch going to fall apart because you thought that nobody was going to catch the devious, malicious stuff that you guys was doing behind the scene. Like I told you, honey, a Jezebel spirit is roaming, full of life, full effect. And you already know the end results when it comes to those Jezebel spirits. They thought that they was, tell me, do they expect? Do you ever thought that when you turn down, it was going to last? That's just a temporary fix. Sooner or later, you was going to be exposed. I even talked about this. This is the year of exposure. What you got away with last year or whenever, you're not going to get away into this new season. 8 means a new beginning. You had 7 seasons to get it right. And you went on this smear campaign. You went, made t-shirts. Every t-shirt was dealing with trauma. Made songs. You didn't want to fix it right. You wanted to keep beating this dead horse, keep wringing this old dirty dish rag until you couldn't wring it no more. Until God had to wake his people up and say, enough is enough. This is too much. Come on, it's time for this woman to get over this. This woman, I understand, she been cheating on, or however they she cheat, all this cheating. It was already toxic. But come on, how long is she going to sit there and be in her pity party? But she didn't want to sit there and do it about 3 years. No, she wanted to do it every time she come on. Martell did this to me. You cheated. You no good. But just like I say, you never win when you play dirty, okay? Starbucks said, not Starbucks, Country Girls, absolutely. I guess they talking to each other. Exactly, Miss Linda. Let me see what Miss Linda said. Miss Linda said, I agree. I don't understand how Melody Cult is allowing these people to continue to hurt Martell, because in the internal is really hurting the kids. How selfish can one person be? Absolutely, absolutely. Nicole Gibbons said, amen, amen, Lady D, preach. No children deserve court documents to be displayed. Even if the videos are taken down, YouTube still can retrieve the videos. Absolutely, absolutely. Absolutely. And it was wrong with that, wrong for that. But the reason why it was wrong for it, because I remember listening to who that was, Sherelle World. I remember listening to when she had said they look like they trying to unalive him. They want to see this man go. They did, because they didn't want him to tell his reality. Now you're going to constantly talking about Ariane and calling her child out, but yet you're not allowing this woman to speak. You're not giving this woman a platform, but yet you banking off of her. No, Martell say bull crap. Bull crap. You're not going to sit there and do Ariane wrong like that. You're not going to do that. Off of, as Ariane would say, off of her likeness. You're not going to do that. So, like I said, that's it with Miss Buddy, guys. I got a lot of text messages. Let me see if I can comb. I got about 10 more minutes, because I'm only going to stay on the hour. I'm not staying on here long. Miss T said, oh my God, like how long we going to Melville though? Martell deserved to defend himself. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then somebody was saying, I thought y'all was tired hearing about Melody and Martell. Yes, we are tired of Melody. Y'all running with this story about Mel, the victim, and Martell, the villain. Yeah, we got tired. We got tired. But yes, now we wants to hear Martell tell his side now. Because we already know when Melody was telling her story, how she was over talking Martell, and everybody was siding with him. This girl did a lot. And they say, oh, he's a very abusive person. No, we didn't see no abuse of Martell. Even Melody sat there and say he never sat there and abuse her or disrespect her. But now that, she on a major platform, oh, he's the scum of the earth. Pick which one, Melody. Pick which one. He's the scum of the earth because long as you could keep this trauma bonding train going, then you could continue sitting there profiting off of this. But you never win when you play dirty. And like I said, much is given, much is required. Okay? Much is given, much is required. So let me see if I can read some of the text messages because it is a lot, guys. Yep, I talked about that already. I talked about that already. How they say, the fans are the ones that was adding fuel to the fire because they all was in some kind of little private group, and all this right here is alleged. But they was getting it from the higher up. So, it says sorority sisters. I guess is Miss Buddy, and I'm gonna say alleged. This right here is for entertainment purpose only. Okay, this right here is based off of a reality show. That's what I'm that's exactly what it is. But that's where uh all this stuff, because I was wondering, I say, man, why is these people fighting so hard, for a woman? I say some of these people, they fighting so hard, they probably most likely won't be fighting so hard for their own children or their husband, but they fighting so hard for this woman because, like I say, these people high up was getting most likely the bucks, getting paid, getting cuts off all this right here because they was trying to build up Melody's brand. So now you're seeing that when it comes to Stormy, what should have been Melody's is going to be Stormy because Stormy is the one that really doing a lot when it comes to her products. Look how she breaking the internet, breaking TikTok, and all her stuff is selling. That could have been Melody, but see, Melody was not focusing on and I'm gonna say a legend. Let me say Miss Buddy. I'm gonna start saying Miss Buddy or Miss Nelly. Wasn't focusing on just the products. She felt that she had to keep the trauma bond and stuff going, thinking that her fans were going to buy her products, which it did work. It worked for a while, but now like I say, you never win when you play dirty. Nicole Given says I don't know what that says. Kate, I know, take your negative and oh, okay, she must be talking to someone. I didn't even see it. Go ahead and put them in timeout. But if they talking about Martell and them, whether it's nasty or not, let them go ahead and talk. So you can go ahead and keep them in. If they talking about long as it's not disrespectful to me, or really gutter sniping, go ahead and take them out, guys. But if they're giving their opinion about what this about, because we have a right to agree to disagree, then go ahead and let them do it. But yes, guys, I might come on. I'm not coming on tonight because I'm going to go and do my thing. Today is Friday, but I will come on tomorrow. I'm gonna read some more of the text messages. I want to go ahead and get through that right there. But it will be confirmed that Little Knox, yes, and they are filming, and he will be on the show this season. Okay, so finally, we're going to put a face on the main character. That's exactly how it was said. So I'm going to relate it the way that it was said, the main characters, okay? Because everybody sat there and based this entire show around the main characters, okay? So most likely they will be on, okay? Okay, I just blocked them. All right, all right, all right. But only block them if they sitting there, Butterfly, if they talking about me personally. Now, if they talking about Martell, they can call Martell whatever they want to call. I guess Martell say, look, he ready for any hit. He been through hell and back. So it's just going to be like water just rolling off like a duck. Okay. Butterfly say, "Oh, okay, Lady D, I would not block them." Yeah, if they talking about Martell, let them talk about Martell. If they want to talk about Ariana, let them talk about Ariana. Whoever they want to talk about, that's their opinion. As long as they don't talk about me personally and sit there and get gutter sniper, because we don't do stuff like that. But we also have a right to agree to disagree. Okay, but yeah, guys, I got about 8 more minutes. Let me see if I can pull up at least something so I can go ahead and talk about it. Because this right here, this is a lot. I mean, a lot, guys. And I guess they must have had. I had saw something. Let me see if I can pull this one up. I'm gonna read my text message probably tomorrow. But yeah, let me pull this one up. I don't know if y'all saw this article right here. Urban Bell, Urban Bell. This article right here, it talked about Love and Marriage in Huntsville. Fans outraged by accusation made about Martell Holt in court documents. And like I said, when it comes to those court documents should have never been leaked out. So I'm pretty sure they better be ready, because they will be subpoenaed. Okay. This article is coming from Urban Bell, Urbanbelle. I saw this right here where it says Martell Holt and Melody Cherie latest legal battles will play out on Love and Marriage in Huntsville. And during that, all that going back forth in court, which they already had talked about it on Tasha K platform, the when Martell was there, that the cameras was rolling, and also Ariane was going with Martell to court. So you will see most likely Ariane going to court as well, unless they go ahead and cut that scene out. So they really don't know what, just like we don't know. So a lot of stuff that just because they filmed it, it does not mean that it's going to be on the platform. Okay. But right here, I see where it says Love and Marriage in Huntsville returns with new episodes in May. And I think it's going to be May the 4th. The trailer shows fans should anticipate more drama and controversy moments. Martell Holt's recent arrest will be addressed. Melody Cherie filed charges because she believed Martell asked his former mistress to leak an explicit video of him and Melody on social media. So I don't know if they're gonna go ahead and talk about that part right there, but most of all this stuff, we already know it came from that blogger that Ariane, she thought that she can confine in, which Ariane can go after her as well, because that was a private conversation, and no way in the world that it should have been leaked, on YouTube. That was between Ariane and that blogger. Okay. And also, let me see what it says. The trailer shows fans should Martell recent arrest. And yeah, let's talk about the arrest. And that's really had really, got me done when it came to Miss Buddy, because you arrest this man over something that had happened 14 months or 2 years, and all of a sudden, you wanted to make it a storyline, make it make sense. And I hate when, especially when you want to sit there and emasculate a black man, just for entertainment, just like you tried to do, and I'm gonna sell the kids. And that's why most likely the kids is not gonna be filmed, but now the woman that you despise, her child gonna be on there. And now y'all guys want to go on that campaign because you want to make sure that that never happened, but too late. Okay. Too late. And I don't think that Carlos King is going to ever listen to you guys again. But right here it says, according to Melody, the videos was recorded. They were married. This came about after a woman alleged she abandoned a budding friendship with Ariane over this. So Ariane will be on the show. Okay. The woman claimed she was the person who urged Ariane not to leak the video. Melody told her supporters she believed the woman because Martell had threatened to leak the videos himself during a past conversation. And we already know the text messages, we know exactly what it was all about. So like I said, they was running with this narrative, running with this lie, because they needed that got you moment. When Martell was asked to address the situation in an interview, he accused Melody of bullying him. The video matter won't be the first time Melody and Martell face off in court. Because Martell did say, 6 times, she was trying to, get him, and that's why, that's it. Now he's about to sit there and he about to showcase his real life. He don't want Melody. He wanted his children. Okay. They have also spent a lot of time in court over custody issues. At one point, Martell sued Melody for full custody of their children. He claimed Melody had too many babysitters and wasn't comfortable with the gay brother Marcus Menafield babysitting them when it was Melody's time when the kids. And it's not that he was uncomfortable. It's just that, he wanted to raise his children, in a traditional way, but they want to make as if he was homophobia. Okay. Uh, she also denied that, she had 20 different babysitters, as Martell had claimed in the past. And right here it says the court document shines light on some serious accusation. Interesting enough, one of Martell and Melody court documents went viral on social media. Yes, it did went viral. So, like I said, you better ask yourself, was it worth it? Ask yourself, was it worth it to go out there and put this type of information out? And you're supposed to be educated, make it make sense. Was it worth it? It reminds me of Donald Trump. You know how Donald Trump got all his people that his that was working for him, all of them up in jail except Donald Trump, and you don't know what's going to happen to him. But that's what this right here reminds me of, because all these little chicken heads, all these little so smart people, they going to lose their China in jail, a civil suit, and most likely Miss Buddy probably won't even see the day going to court, because you can't make nobody jump if they don't, put something at their head. You grown people, you ain't adults. So you should have known. YouTubers have been discussing them with followers, and some of the things stated have Love and Marriage and Huntsville views outrage. In multiple paragraphs, Melody attorney alleged that Martell has filed to adhere to the court agreement by using corporate punishment on the kids. And why would Martell want to leak information about himself? Come on, make it make sense, guys. Like I say in here, we are critical thinkers. Right there, we already had talked about it last night. No in the world that Martell went ahead and leaked those documents. They just thought that Martell was not going to say nothing, because Martell not a person that he hangs on social media all the time. So they thought that Martell was just going to head and let it slide, and they're going to continue running with all the false narratives like they've been doing. This including allegedly choking and punching their son, and well as hitting all the children. Now, you know good well if that was true. If that would have been true, do you think that Martell would have had partial custody of his children, or go to these kids' event? Make it make sense. All that was a lie. Y'all guys bit off of a lie because you hate Martell. It was also alleged that Martell stopped going to court order therapy with their son. Another controversy point in the document is that it was alleged that Ariane's daughter bullied Melody and Martell children. Now, come on, guys. I heard that one too. Find out who reported that first. And then when you find out who reported that first, you're going to know who are the ones that's behind all that. Then you're going to be able to smoke them out. And the way that they do it, get a court order. Get a court order. Don't sit there and threaten them, send some letters and saying that we're going to do this to you if you don't take it down. No, take the gloves off. They have done too much. Take the gloves off and find out who leaked this information, knowing that Ariane's daughter did not sit there and bully Melody kids, knowing that Melody kids know exactly how to swing a tennis racket and everything else. And even if they sit there and pass words, those children pass words. I remember having my stepkid family coming over, and I have to sit there and break them up. Make it make sense, guys. I remember one time when my son, my oldest son, and his stepbrother, my oldest son told his stepbrother at the time, that was like maybe about 8 years old or 9, to watch his hamburger, because they all had went to McDonald's, watch his hamburger, and he didn't watch the hamburger, and the dog ate the burger, and my son and my stepson, they was fighting. But you see, you guys want to make all this right here, you want to make it even spoken of. So quite obvious, they probably be, fighting or whatever, but that does not mean that the girl is bullying the person. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. So I done did my hour. On that note, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close it down. But let me go ahead and read some of the comments. Butterfly used to say, right, that's why you fly high. Absolutely. Facts. They all are trying to bully a 10-year-old child. Just disgusting and vile. Absolutely. Butterfly, you stay, yeah. And country girls say, everyone enjoy your Friday, be safe, and God bless you all. So we're gonna close with that note right there, guys. So like I said, all this right here, I will sell edge for entertainment purpose only. But one thing that about me, I don't gloat over no one's demise, because you never know how the Most High God go around and turn it. And we seen it right now. It's displaying. And that's why I tell you all, I can take this foolish stuff, this reality show, and conform the wise, because this is where my people at. But the message to all this, and I hope you guys can get a message out of this right here. If someone have wronged you, you sit there and you go to that person. Don't sit there and go to the highest mountain and blow a trumpet, because then what you do is you tie up God's hands, because the Bible says, revenge is mine, says the Lord. So if you taking matters on your own hand, then you don't need God. So this right here is why you got this big mess right here. Okay. Bertha Raymond says, South African lady. Yes, it is. Then all ADOS, ADOCS were and all the same. These nations made it illegal, punishable by death, meaning whipping for us to marry. We don't call innocent children bad names. Absolutely. Have a blessed day. Nicole said, thank you. Please make sure you share these videos. Please be respectful. And also, guys, make sure you go ahead and check out Butterfly channel. And also Misbehaving. Look how they did Misbehaving. Misbehaving is fun. I would never forget how they talked about Misbehaving's child. I will never forget that. Just like I will never forget how they talked about Ariane's son. Now look who's going to be on the big screen. Think about that, guys.